Hey, if you're using AliExpress in 2021 to dropship, then you're doing things a bit wrong. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the best alternatives to AliExpress and some simple ways you guys can get 3 to 5 day shipping and save money on your product costs and automate it completely so you don't have to do anything. It's not going to be hard to do. It just takes like knowing where to go. So I'll be showing you guys that in this video. As you guys can see in the description, and I think I'll put it in the pinned comment as well, you guys can still get a 14-day Shopify trial plus 1 month for $1 if you use the Pagefly link that I put in the description. I think that offer is valid until the end of November. So if you're watching this before November's ended and you haven't started your store yet, make sure you use it. You're gonna have pretty much 45 days almost for free. That is a great way to get your foot in the door if you haven't already started. And on top of that, we're gonna be giving away $500 to one of you guys. So to enter, just leave a comment, subscribe, like the video. I'll be announcing the winner in the next video. And yeah, make sure you guys enter because $500 is a lot of money, especially for starting out. So without further ado, let's go straight into it. All right, so why do people use AliExpress? Well, first of all, it's the most popular platform that pretty much kind of is a synonym with dropshipping nowadays, and it's not that bad. It's still viable, but it's just not nearly as good as like other places you can source from. So let's go into AliExpress and let me show you guys how it looks like. So here we are on AliExpress, and let's see. So let's say you want to dropship like, I don't know, this like shower head. So here we are. This is a product page. The supplier, first of all, we don't know who the supplier is. They do have a positive feedback score. They've been around for a while, but you know, it's just not super reliable because from every product to product, you're usually switching suppliers and it's always like a different story. So the price, it says it's $326 plus free shipping. But when we go into the shipping, it actually says it's going to arrive on the 31st of January, which is more than 2 months from now. And if you want to have like faster shipping, it's going to cost $233. And it's still going to take more than a month to arrive, which is horrible. Like if you guys are scaling, you don't want to be doing that at all. Another negative with AliExpress is you have to manually be fulfilling each order, which really sucks. Like you have to be going into AliExpress, then paying, then you know, going back, paying for the next one. Or even if you're paying in bulk, like it's just a messy process because there's so many like different customers and stuff, maybe different countries. And overall, it's just a really bad experience. It's such a time waster. And on top of it, the price you see here is not what you pay. Most of the time, there's some additional taxes you have to pay and stuff. So in the end, it ends up being more expensive than what you see here. And it's also super hard to like brand the product. The suppliers, they're not really that good at English most of the time. The shipping options are very limited. Like here we only have 2. If you go with more options, these ones are just incredibly expensive and they're totally not worth it. And there's really nothing you can do about it on AliExpress. Like you can try finding a different supplier or maybe sourcing by like US suppliers, but it's really hit or miss. And the US suppliers are usually more expensive if there are any. So now I'm going to be showing you guys a few websites you can use instead of AliExpress. And then I'm going to be showing you guys what I use when scaling, which is super valuable. So stick to the end. If you guys are doing any sort of volume, like you're selling more than like 10-20 orders a day, you don't want to be fulfilling from AliExpress anytime. The absolute only time you want to be using AliExpress is if you can't find your product anywhere else for like a cheaper price or like faster shipping. Sometimes even if the price is not cheaper, if you can find faster shipping, it's worth going for. So in case you guys can't find your product on AliExpress, the next website I would search on is CJ Dropshipping. They're really good. They're super reliable. Fulfilling your orders is a lot easier. Shipping is almost every time a lot faster. The only real negative with CJ is the price, because sometimes like if a product is selling for $10 on AliExpress, it can be like 15, 20 on CJ. And their search engine is really bad. So make sure you search thoroughly, like try out a bunch of different keywords. Let's say we're looking for like a neck massager. So if I type in neck massager and we click search, so here we can see like the results are not that bad. But for example, this is the same product as this, and this one is like $6. This one's like 33. So you definitely want to search around and try to find the right listing. Sometimes one listing is going to be like this, like $8, and the other one's gonna be like 33, which is a huge difference. And let's check them out actually. Let's see what they're actually about. So let's see. We have the product here. Let's see, we use this one. So here it's like $18 for this product. So on the first listing, with the more expensive option, it ends up being like $21. The cheaper one is $18. And then if we go to the second listing, which is pretty much the same product, like it might have a very, very minimal differences, but this one is actually like $48. So CJ, it's very inconsistent between the listings. So make sure you search thoroughly. The search engine is really bad. So for example, if we search for neck massager and we added like a third keyword, I'm sure it would not pop up anything. So neck massager, cervical. All right, in this case, things did pop up, but usually like if you put in too many keywords or something, it doesn't pop up anything. And sometimes even if you're searching for the exact thing, it still doesn't show anything. So in that case, you want to go to sourcing and you just want to post a sourcing request for your product if you can't find it on CJ. And CJ is a really good alternative to AliExpress. And not only CJ, there's a bunch of websites like this. Like for example, Sourceinbox, Weo, Aprolo, Sup Dropshipping, Zendrop. Like there's a bunch of these websites. So they're all pretty much better than AliExpress. If you guys are doing product research, if you have the time to, check out all of them and try to find the best price, best shipping, everything like that. Because sometimes, believe it or not, like you can literally find a product on AliExpress for like $20 and then find it at one of these suppliers for like $9, $10, which gives you such a huge competitive advantage over your competitors that it's insane. So make sure you do proper research when you're doing product research and try to find the best supplier you can. I've given you guys a bunch of websites where you can find it, and that's what you want to do for testing. But once you're out of the testing phase, you want to get a private agent, and a private agent is really where you want to be. The pros of private agents are usually way cheaper prices. Communication is a lot better. They're way more reliable. You don't have to like manually be fulfilling orders. Payments are also easier. You pay in bulk, so it's not like a painful process or anything. The shipping times are so much faster. Like you can literally get like 7 to 10 day shipping times, and sometimes even like 3 to 5 day shipping times depending on the product. It's super easy to do. It doesn't really take much time to fulfill the orders or anything like that, and it's by far the best out of all of them. You'll get the best shipping. You're going to be in contact with your agent, so it's not going to be like a painful process or anything. And now I'm going to be showing you guys the agent that I use personally. So here we are. They have a website. It's called Dropship Agent, and yeah, we'll just have a quick look. So Dropship Agent is going to be way more reliable than AliExpress. First of all, the shipping times are 7 to 14 days, sometimes even faster, depending on the customer, where they're from, the closest warehouse, stuff like that, but usually 7 to 14 days instead of the 1 to 2 months we saw on AliExpress. The product cost as well can be way cheaper sometimes. It really depends on the product, but in around 95% of cases, they will find you a cheaper price, which just helps you out so much, because like when you have better margins than your competitors, it's a lot easier to scale your ads, compete in the auctions, and win the customers, even sometimes offer cheaper prices. If you have cheaper product costs, maybe you can even undercut your competitors on the price, so that's a huge plus. They can also give you custom packaging, so your package actually looks branded. You can also have them leave like thank you notes, letters, stickers, stuff like that in the boxes, which really makes the customer experience way better, and it also makes you stand out from the competitors. It increases your customer lifetime value, because you know, if they have a good experience, they will come back to the store and they'll buy in the future. And the way it works is you go to their website, which is this. As you guys can see here, we have like the faster shipping, profit margins, everything like that. It's all better, and this is an example I wanted to show you guys. So for example, on AliExpress, some products will be like $35, 20 to 25 day shipping times, and by going through them, you'll be able to cut the product cost by a lot. It won't be like this every time, but sometimes it does happen. But almost every time you will save money, and the shipping is usually going to be way faster. So how do you apply? You go to their website, I'll leave a link in the description, and you click on apply now, and you just enter your full name. So let's say my name is Marco, for example. You put that there. Phone number, I've just put in my real personal number here, so you guys can call me anytime. Email address, let's say your email is like marco@gmail.com or whatever it is, put it there. How many units per day are you processing? So you have to be processing at least 10 units per day in order to use the service. Let's say we're processing like 30 orders a day. The country usually ship to, let's just do USA, and then services you're interested in. So you can get customer support, you can get private labeling or brand packaging, which is what I talked about. You can use a 3PL or a US-based warehouse, and it will be like closer to your customers, so it's going to be faster shipping. Or you can just use US-based shipping, sourcing, or you can use order fulfillment. So let's say we would just want to use sourcing and order fulfillment for now. You would just select those two, and then here we're just going to describe any issues or experience with current suppliers, or you can also share anything you want here. So let's say shipping times, prices, lack of quality control, etc. So you would just type in any problems you have, and then here, if you have anything specific to tell them, just put it there and click submit. And within 2 to 3 days, they will reach out back to you and they'll give you a quote. And most of the time you'll get cheaper prices and faster shipping. So it's great, especially for like Christmas and stuff like that. If you're selling like a Christmas type product and it needs to arrive by a certain date, you can't rely on AliExpress by any means. So after they respond to you, you'll just install an app and you'll be assigned a representative that you'll be able to contact 24/7 in case anything comes up or you have any problems. And it's completely automated. You don't need to do anything. All you gotta do is just make sure you're covering all the invoices, and that's pretty much it. So you don't do any work. You can just focus on marketing and growing your brand or store. All the products are quality inspected, automated, so there's going to be a way smaller chance of your customer receiving like a faulty product or something, which lowers your chargeback rates and refunds, which at the end saves you more money. They have faster processing times as well than AliExpress. So for example, when you place an order on AliExpress, sometimes it can literally take them like a week to ship out the product, and that doesn't count into the shipping time. So if the shipping time is 1 month and it takes them a week to ship it out, it's literally like a 5-week wait for your customer to get their product, and Dropship Agent ships everything out in like 24 hours max. So as long as you guys are getting more than 10 orders per day, it's literally a no-brainer. Just reach out to them and see what kind of offer they can give you, and if it makes sense, which it usually does, just go for it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys have any questions, either for me or for Dropship Agent, reach out to them, or if you want to reach out to me, here's my Instagram right here on the screen. It's at ecommarco, so feel free to DM me. If you want to join my mentorship as well, make sure you reach out. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Make sure to enter the giveaway as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.